begin, I want to say a huge thanks to all the UG users who have contributed with lots of suggestions on the upcoming lessons. It's really great to see so many people are enthusiastic about these lessons. So, naturally I had a hard time picking, a topic for this lesson because of all the suggestions. But I took Mr. Slash because he happens to be one of my favorite rock guitarists. And not only is he a fantastic rock guitarist, he also uses quite a bit of shred, if you want, even though he doesn't come from that kind of school at all. Okay, so
without any further ado, let's get started.
We're gonna start with this kind of patented, or how do you say, trademarked Slash kind of wah-wah scratching. So we're basically gonna be doing this kind of thing. And that is produced by, first of all damping all the strings with the left hand and then scratching up and down. So when doing this thing, I'm scratching pretty fast and I'm using the wah-wah pretty slowly. So fast with the right hand and slow with the wah-wah. And that's how you get the kind of filter effect. So for our Slash type of lick, we're just gonna do 2 strikes. So 1, 2, like that. So I'm gonna be doing first 1, 2, and then comes this kind of lick. So I'm just starting on the G string on the 5th fret. I'm picking, hammer on, pull off, picking. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To get the right kind of sound there, it's important to press the wah-wah pedal down when starting the lick out. That's where you get the quack sound, or the wah sound. It's hard when doing this not to, speak with your, or do the movement with your mouth. Okay, so if we put the first 2 licks together, we get this. Now the very end of the lick is just adding these 2 notes from the 7th fret D string. If you're unlucky, you might end up playing something like this. Okay, getting a lot of string noise, and this kind of thing is especially hard because it involves scratching on almost all the strings. So the solution to that is, when starting out, you should damp all the strings, obviously. Then as soon as you're about to start playing the lick, which involves some real notes, then you should mute all the strings except the one you're playing, and that can be quite tricky. But I'm doing it by damping the thinner string with my index finger and the thicker strings with my thumb. So that's really important, otherwise it's usually enough with just 1 string that's ringing to get that kind of noise. So damp all the strings, and you should be on your way to Slash land. Number 2 lick is a kind of pattern that can be used when playing scales up and down. And since Mr. Slash likes to use the pentatonic scale a lot, I'm going to show it with the pentatonic scale. So this kind of thing is best explained, I think, by dividing the pattern up into, groups of 4 notes. So the first 4 notes we're going to play like this. Starting on the 7th fret on the A string, we do 2 pick strikes and then pull off hammer on. So pick, pick, whoops, pick strike too much. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 pick strikes in the beginning and then pull off hammer on. And then we're going to do this kind of thing, going up to the D string on the 5th fret, playing pick, 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 pull off. If we combine those two, we get. So if we add some speed to that. Now to get the slash effect out of that, it's cool if you can use a wah-wah pedal and press the wah-wah pedal down when doing the pick strike. So when I nodded my head, that's when the wah-wah should be pressed down. Okay, so actually I started, working around or practicing a little bit on this kind of thing for this specific lesson, and I realized more and more each time I practiced it how cool this kind of thing is. You can really do what you want with it. You can either do it like I showed you, just play it up in the pentatonic scale, or you can, play it diagonally like this. So it's always good to build runs diagonally because it takes you really quickly from one place to another one. You can even do this kind of thing with arpeggios. So I tried it with a major 7 arpeggio and it worked really cool. Something like this. From slash to Petrucci or whatever. So there is yet another example of how you can take one thing from one guitarist and apply it to, a completely different scale or arpeggio and get a completely different sound. And that's what I want you to do now! Okay? So, that's it for today. Good luck with the slash kind of playing.